Don't get a roommate if you care about your friendship. It sounds like a good idea to be roommate with the guys y'all think it's gonna be something like this, but it's not. People gotta understand, living with someone and being friends with someone is totally different. When you living with someone, you gotta deal with the good and bad. When you not living with someone, most of the time you only dealing with them on the good notes, you feel me? Like, yeah, you might know they might be having a rough time or whatever, but you not over there dealing with the shit. Now, living with them, you actually dealing with a motherfucker on the good and bad, and that shit get annoying fast. But that's not the problem. The problem is sharing financial responsibilities with someone else. That's what really make people fall out right there. For example, say your homie or whatever end up losing his job or whatever, and it take him a good minute to get his job. So now you working, paying the bills and shit, and folks just here trying to get his life together. And then that causes an argument right there because lots of the time people be cool up until it come to those bills. Once it come to paying bills, that's when you see if motherfuckers really responsible and on their shit. And lots of the times you see motherfuckers don't got their priorities together. And when you're not living with someone, you don't know how responsible they is till you actually live with them. That's when you get to see the real and you be like, damn, you really like this game? And that's the type of shit that make people fall out with each other, you feel me? That's why I never got a roommate. And that's what people don't think about. They just be like, oh, that's my homie. He said he gonna have his portion. That's that. And then they end up falling out once the bills start coming. Because most of the time when people get roommates, it's because they won't help with the bills. Now they got to deal with someone living in the house and they paying the full amount of bills. And that's going to make any type of motherfucker mad. Imagine how would you feel if you did everything on your end just for them not to handle their end. And now you end up paying more money because they wasn't on top of their shit. Money you 9 times out of 10 didn't have to spend on the rent. But since you don't want to get evicted, you going to have to pay that shit. And I never had a roommate to experience that shit. But I always think about if I had a roommate that could happen and I don't want to deal with that. And if I did get a roommate, I'm getting a house within my budget. I'm not going off of both our incomes together because if they don't got their money, then I'm going to be messed up. Because I hear lots of motherfuckers be like, oh, since I got a roommate, we could get a house that costs $3,000 and split it down the middle. But now if they don't got their income, now one person going to be spending $3,000 all by themselves to be able to keep the house.